Hey everyone, Shebim here and welcome back to our next episode of the New Japan Pro Wrestling Universe mode. We are here with episode number 5 and of course working towards our first pay-per-view in this universe mode, which is going to be Dominion. And here is our opening match of the evening. It is going to be a junior heavyweight #1 contendership match. The winner of this match will get Kushida at Dominion. It's going to be Will Ospreay versus Taiji Ishimori. So first up then here is the aerial assassin himself, Will Ospreay. Now the reason I put this match together is due to recent victories, including Will Ospreay last episode defeating Ricochet one-on-one. And here comes his opponent, then it is one of the main men now in Bullet Club. It is Taiji Ishimori. He is actually the #1 contender. He's a junior heavyweight champion in real life, isn't he, I believe? Our boy, we're giving him this opportunity because he got a victory against El Desperado a few weeks back. So essentially we are picking two guys that have had pretty good victories recently and two guys who I think could really give Kushida a really good match at our first pay-per-view. So then we are ready to go. Will Ospreay representing Chaos. Taiji Ishimori representing Bullet Club. So a nice, interesting match that way as well. So some interesting stuff coming up for you this evening. We've got Jeff Cobb versus Michael Elgin coming up for you next. In our main event this evening, we'll see the United States Champion Chris Jericho in action once again, as this time he takes on Juice Robinson for his first appearance in this universe mode. So the way I plan doing this universe mode is going to be longer than the others. I see it being around about 44, 45 episodes, one of them sort of lines. Essentially it's going to go 4 pay-per-views, whereas the others so far have just gone 20 odd episodes with a one big finale. I think we'll probably do the same thing with NXT UK, because we've got a lot of big ideas for that. I'm sure we can do something well with that, especially if we beef up the roster a little bit. That'll be the next one once we finish 205 Live. Mainly because I've just got some plans for NXT UK I would like to see come to fruition. Nice code breaker there by Taiji Ishimori on Will Ospreay. Very even match this one. Both guys rated very similarly, these two cores. Ospreay with a slight advantage. But at the moment, it is Ishimori who seems to be doing the best out of the two. I have to cross these bridges we come to them, I suppose. Thing is, I can see the New Japan one definitely needs to go further because, judging by the response we've had so far, this has had a lot more views than anything else we've done so far this year. So, evidently, New Japan is something you guys want to see. I'll tell you what, we could have done Ring of Honor alongside New Japan. That would have been interesting to do. Do New Japan alongside Ring of Honor, and then we... New Japan alongside Ring of Honor, and then we could have done a mixed show, couldn't we, really? It would have been quite fun to do. Either way. We'll see how it goes. I think NXT UK will have a pretty strong audience base as well, I think. Ishimori now knee into the spine of Will Ospreay. As Ospreay now back up to his feet, fighting back with the elbows in the guts. And there's definitely a size difference. You see Ospreay is quite considerably taller than Taiji Ishimori. I probably should try and utilise these stables a bit more as well, shouldn't I, really? I mean, maybe having a couple of members of Bullet Club or Chaos at ringside for this one. Chaos don't often seem to do that, having people at ringside. Maybe Bullet Club would have been more of an idea, just to try and give them the bit of a boost. Ospreay now locking the leg and going for that German suplex. Ospreay now brings Ishimori back up to his feet. Nice elbows right into the gut. Taiji Ishimori sending Ospreay into the corner. Follows up with a boot and then, oh, the running knee strike in the corner as well. Ishimori now bringing Ospreay back up to his feet. What does he have planned? So join Ospreay on the outside. And oh, spiked DDT on the apron, the hardest part of the ring, made of solid steel framework. I mean, the middle of the ring is made out of wood, but there's a bit of spring in the wood. The steel framework is absolutely solid. Apart from that very, very minuscule layer of fabric that the mat is. That's a very dangerous move. Therefore, it seems to have actually sprung Ospreay into motion. There's a definite size advantage for Ospreay here. It's like a foot. It's massive. And look at the difference in height. Ishimori's head is literally coming up to Ospreay's neck, if that, as Ospreay now sends Ishimori to the outside. It's been a really good match so far. Of course, both these guys fighting for the chance to face Kushida at our first New Japan Universe Mode pay-per-view, Dominion, which will be in 3 more episodes' time. So we've got 3 more episodes and then we will hit the first pay-per-view. Ospreay sends Ishimori into the corner. Back into the ring, shall I say. Ospreay comes back in. There's the pin, 1. Only a 1 count. Ospreay can't believe it. He thought he had done enough there, but evidently not. Nice elbow in the face there by Ishimori on Ospreay. And a nice big slam there. It was like a rock bottom style. And a flatliner to the kneeling Ospreay, as well as Ishimori now heads up to the top. What does he have planned? Oh, Ospreay slowly back up to his feet. Ishimori still stalking. Jumping Hurricanrana. I've not seen anything actually. Does anyone know any update on Ibushi? Because of course Ibushi picked up a bit of an injury in that match against Ospreay. It might have just been a concussion, to be honest, but I've not seen anything of that yet. I'm sure he's probably okay by now. I think it was just a bit of a... They call it a stinger, is it? Something like that? Is it just a bit of a heavy hit? You can tell it was pretty bad at the time, but I think it was just more precautionary, to be honest with you. But he was stretched out, of course, which I thought was just for storyline purposes, but apparently there was an injury there. So I think he got that, like an elbow to the back of the head. It was brutal. And there we go. Ishimori does get the victory. And Ishimori is going on to Dominion to face off against Kushida for the Junior Heavyweight Championship. Taiji Ishimori then representing Bullet Club is going to Dominion. Ospreay's back up on his feet. Ishimori offering a handshake. Interesting here. A handshake there between Bullet Club and Chaos, and Ospreay showing the respect and lifting the arm of the man who defeated him here today. So there we go. Great victory there for Taiji Ishimori. He is going to New Japan Dominion. And here's our next match of the evening. It is going to be Jeff Cobb taking on Michael Elgin in a battle of the behemoths, really, isn't it? Well, first of all, then, we have got one of the best cores I think we have, and one of the fastest rising names in independent wrestling over the previous few years. Of course, it is Jeff Cobb. One of the strongest wrestlers you'll ever see, mixed with one of the quickest and most agile wrestlers you'll see as well. But of course, when we talk about some of the strongest wrestlers you've ever seen, you always have to bring this guy into it. Michael Elgin An absolute beast. What do you think of this core as well? This is the one that interests me. I mean, attire-wise, it's spot on, I think. But face is what's really getting me. I just don't think his face is right. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I trust your guys' judgment better than my own. Right, the bell goes and we are underway. Oh my god, straight away, Jeff Cobb just pinging Michael Elgin up onto his shoulders into that Samoan drop. And now, nice dragon screw by Elgin. But Cobb with Elgin up on his shoulders. Elgin looks like he's going to be able to break free. Does. The strength being shown by both these guys absolutely immense. Elgin with a boot against the back of Cobb. And once again, the boot across the back of Cobb. Another one as well. And Elgin is in firm control at this point in time. Pinned by Elgin for a 1 count, of course. And Elgin is dominating the match now, just slowing the pace down. Keeping Cobb grounded, which is probably a wise thing to do, to be honest. As Cobb does muscle his way back up to his feet. And now into a bear hug. We're straight into a belly-to-belly suplex. And what's this? Jeff Cobb being distracted here by something. The music kicks in. I don't know whose that music is, to be honest with you. Who is that? Holy hell, it's Brian Cage with a Steiner screwdriver on Jeff Cobb out of nowhere. And Brian Cage is here. Brian Cage has made his debut in this New Japan Pro Wrestling Universe mode. And Elgin almost gets the victory from it. Wow. What a way to introduce yourself. Just picking up super strong man like Michael Elgin, like Jeff Cobb, and catch him in a Steiner screwdriver. Ladies and gentlemen, Brian Cage is here. Now, for anyone out there doing your own universe mode, let's talk real for a second, right? For anyone out there doing their own universe mode, let me make you aware that the running system is not currently working correctly. Since the last patch, they've completely buggered it up. And for some reason, the cutscene shows the opposite model in the cutscene than you want it to. Yeah, just let you know that, because I've spent a couple of hours trying to do this, and every single time I get messed over because they kept attacking Michael Elgin instead. So it's crazy. I've had to set that up to attack Michael Elgin to make it attack Jeff Cobb. That's just a bit of information for you guys out there do your own universe modes. I do apologise for going off kayfabe for a second, but I feel like after the amount of annoyance I've just gone through, it'd be easier for you guys to know as well. Michael Elgin then picks up Jeff Cobb, looking for that buckle bomb. And how much more of this can Cobb take after being caught with a Steiner screwdriver? I'm surprised he's even still standing, to be honest. Elgin with the pin, still only enough for a 2 count. Cobb fighting his way back up to his feet. Then there's a stiff uppercut on Elgin. Then takes Elgin up and catches him in that big German suplex. Wow. That was big. Really, really big, but it's still not enough to win the match. But this might be as Cobb stalking Elgin. Takes him up, tour of the island, slams him down. There's the pin. 1, 2. Only a 2 count still. Wow. Elgin taking Cobb down. Slamming Cobb face first into the turnbuckle over and over again. Elgin just kicking to the back of the legs of Cobb. Now stalking. Elgin taking Cobb onto his shoulders into a torture rack. Inverted Death Valley driver. Referee incredibly slow down. Only a 2 count. If the referee had got down in time, that could have been free, you know. Probably should have been free. Cobb back up, uppercuts. Takes Elgin up into that gut wrench and slams him into a gut buster. Cobb just staring Elgin down. Elgin taking Cobb over, now rolls him into a Boston Crab. Is that going to be enough with the damage that Cobb's taken so far today? No, Cobb using his superior leg strength to break free. Oh my God, what a German. What a German suplex that was, launching Cobb halfway across the ring. But again, we get another one of these moments where they just stand there and don't do bugger all, they just stare for some reason. Elgin and Cobb fighting back with the strikes. Big boot there by Elgin now. Oh my God, Cobb's has rolled through into a last chancery. Freaking last chancery from a man of that size. That's incredible. But Elgin does break free. Cobb taking Elgin up, just about gets him up, and running powerbombs him into the buckle. Wow, this match has been insane between these two. Elgin fights free though. Now Elgin taking Cobb up onto his shoulders, looking for a razor's edge, pops him up into a sit-out razor's edge. My God. This freaking match. I mean, all this massive action's going on, these humongous moves between these two behemoths. And we half forgetting that Brian Cage made his debut in this match as well by attacking Jeff Cobb. There's that inverted Death Valley driver once again. Elgin with the pin. 1, 2, and 3. And this time Michael Elgin does pick up the victory. Wow. That was a match and a half, that was. A really, really big match. But I dare say, of course, Brian Cage making his debut there. Trying to help out his tag team partner, of course, part of the Unbreakable effing Machines to win this match. Although it took a lot more than that, didn't it? A lot more. But you need to think to yourself, I mean, what would have happened if Cage had not interfered? Would the lack of that Steiner screwdriver have helped Jeff Cobb actually get the victory? I don't know. It's a difficult one to say, but I'm sure Jeff Cobb is going to want some sort of retribution against Brian Cage, would imagine, for that interference in the match. Referee didn't really see it till quite late. But Michael Elgin is taking that victory all day long. And I'll tell you what, if Brian Cage has made his debut here, helping Michael Elgin, that does give us another very, very strong tag team we can use in this tag team division. Here we go then, main event of the evening. Juice Robinson versus Chris Jericho, your United States champion. And here then comes the first man. This match, it is going to be Juice Robinson. It's like a pretty interesting core, actually. Not seen, we've not used him as of yet. This is the first time we're going to get a chance to use him. He looks pretty good. I mean, not the best core in the world, don't get me wrong, but definitely usable. And his opponent is going to be your United States champion, Mr. Chris Jericho. Alright, so here we go then. Juice Robinson versus Alpha Club Chris Jericho. Juice has been pretty good actually in real life. He's really had a... we've seen quite an improvement from him over the last couple of years. Since he left WWE, has really been a massive, massive improvement. To the point where he is actually United States champion in real life, isn't he? And this is... Whoa, hello. Kenny Omega at the top of the ramp, staring down Chris Jericho, dives straight into the ring. Stiff right hand, referee's call for the bell, but Omega's got Jericho up on his shoulders. One Wing Angel, wow. What is this? Omega sending a message here to Chris Jericho. Maybe Jericho's out. I don't know what to say here. We know the referee is disqualified. Juice is a bit harsh on Juice, really. He's not done anything wrong, has he? But that's interesting. Why Jericho was a target for Omega? I mean, Omega needs to do something, don't get me wrong, because he had some problems. He's not really had the best start to this universe mode, so needed to make an impact. So he's decided this is the best impact to make, but I'm not quite sure what to do here, considering that considering we've already sort of put forward Zack for the United States Championship match at Dominion. Does Omega try and fight his way into that match? And what do we do with Juice? Juice has been screwed over here, really, hasn't he? Juice had a big opportunity, his first appearance in this universe mode in a main event, to prove what he can do, and he's been, well, he's been disqualified for something he didn't even do. I don't know, it's going to be a tricky one, this. I need to try and figure out the best way. I must admit, my first instinct could be Fatal 4-Way, you know. Jericho, Omega, Zack, and Juice. I don't know, I'll tell you what, I'll let you guys make a decision here. What do you think should happen? We'll give it a couple of episodes and we'll decide. At the moment, we've got Jericho versus Zack for the United States Championship planned in for Dominion. However, with what's happened here, do we make it a triple threat and add Omega? Do we make it a Fatal 4-Way and add Omega and Juice? I mean, Juice has been harshly treated, losing a match that he has no... Well, he was disqualified in a match that he had nothing to do with. I don't know. You guys make the decision of what we're going to do next. Anyway, that is the end of this show. A bit of a weird way to end, isn't it, I suppose? Of course, if you have enjoyed this one, please do hit a like and, of course, subscribe if you would like to see some more. I've been Shabba Gamer. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you very, very soon for our next episode of the New Japan Universe Mode. Bye.